double leg heel raise. So we are working on the muscles on the back side of our lower leg here called your gastrocnemius. So you have an inside head and an outside head. This muscle crosses our knee and then it crosses down at our ankle. So in order for us to train this effectively, we need to be relatively in a knee straight position. You don't have to per se lock your knees all the way out and hyperextend while you're performing a heel raise. But if I get into, a decent amount of knee bends, so if that's, 0 and I bend my knees 20, 30 degrees, I'm gonna start training into a different muscle. So I wanna stay relatively straight. I prefer that you face a wall just so that your hands are on something so you don't have to worry about your balance and you can worry about putting more force into the ground. So if you're looking at my foot from behind, I want to have the emphasis of putting more weight on what we call the medial column or the inside of my feet on both sides. So a cue I like, $100 bill under your big toes, don't let me take it. Coming all the way to that top position and back down. Oftentimes what we'll see is people will roll their weight to the outside of their feet, and that just kind of changes the biomechanics and thus changes the loading pattern that goes through that lower leg. So we want to be mindful that we're keeping our big toes pressed down. And then this is a drill that we can scale in a bunch of different ways. We can start with body weight. Maybe you're someone that we have to start with an isometric hold, meaning you just float your heel off the ground and we're just holding this position for a given period of time. Then we can scale it by adding tempos. So I'm going up and down slow, whether it's 3 seconds up, 3 second pause, 3 second down, that doesn't really matter. That'll be depicted for you. And then we can also add weights. So this is a movement that I feel like is really challenging to add a weight and have it feel comfortable. Unless you have like a weight vest or a backpack or something that you can put weight in. You can certainly hold like a heavy kettlebell or something in front of you, but I'll see people rotate. If you're at a commercial gym, a lot of times they have weight stacks to where you can put the machine on your shoulders, and then you can do a heel raise where you're holding on to something, or you can even use like a Smith machine that slides up and down. It has the bar, so you're under the bar. That way that thing locks you in front to back, so you're not worried about your sway, and you can go straight up and straight down again without worrying about the balance component. Because the whole idea here is we're trying to put load into that calf musculature and get it stronger. So we want to create a little bit of a constraint so we can isolate tissues more and not be limited by your ability to maintain your balance.